Meanwhile, Turkiye has hit Syria with a barrage of retaliatory shelling in the aftermath of the Istanbul bombing. According to reports, at least 31 people are reported to have been killed in northern Syria, primarily in the positions held by the Syrian Kurdish forces. The Turkish bombardment targeted sites held by the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces in the northern province of Aleppo and also in an area called Hasakiye in the northeast. The Turkish Defense Ministry has said that the strikes were in fact targeted to take down those elements that were responsible for the bombing that took place in Istanbul, and also the Kurdish groups that Ankara holds responsible for last week's Istanbul bombing, in which 6 people were killed and 80 others were wounded. The Turkey deployed warplanes to carry out these missile strikes on the Kurdistan Workers' Party or the PKK positions and also on the Syrian People's Protection Units that also go by the name the YPG. The SDF in a tweet has said that 2 villages were hit with Turkish missiles, and this has of course resulted in a lot of people getting displaced in the bombardment. The SDF has further claimed that the strikes had resulted in the deaths of at least about 11 civilians, apart from large-scale infrastructural damage. The Turkey has cited its right to self-defense under Article 51 of the United Nations Charter for launching this operation in Syrian territory. And it has also interestingly named this operation as Operation Claw Sword. The videos from the attack show strikes pounding a village and people running to save their lives. And the airstrikes also targeted the strategic town of Kobani, which Ankara has previously attempted to overtake to establish a safe zone near its border. As per reports from local media, northern Iraqi city Sinjar also has been targeted. The latest assault on these Kurdish positions, of course, comes ahead of Turkey's general election in the month of June next year that will see the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan lean heavily on his nationalist supporters for a victory. His government has said that it must protect Turkey's volatile southern regions along with the Syrian border from attacks from the YPG. The PKK has fought an armed insurgency in Turkey since at least 1984, which has resulted in deaths of tens of thousands of people since then. The Ankara and Washington both consider the PKK to be a terror group, but disagree on the status of the YPG because, remember, in the Syrian civil war, the Americans had even backed the YPG. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.